Hey everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns with another tabletop video. Today we're looking at a airsoft pistol, a gas blowback or CO2 blowback, depending on which magazine you have. And this is the EMG TTI Pit Viper John Wick 4 2011 gas blowback CO2 airsoft pistol. Now this particular one comes with the CO2 magazine, but there are gas blowback magazines available, so you can pick which one works best for you, or maybe mix and match them depending on what you're using it for at the time. Now this product is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store over at replicaairguns.ca. At the time of this video, I don't have it in the US store, but perhaps down the road we will. I've also not performed the shooting field test video yet, but I imagine it'll perform a fair amount like the John Wick 3 Combat Master that I've reviewed in the past, a very similar product from EMG. Alright, let's get right into some of the specifications. Again, this is a replica of the John Wick 4 pistol used in the John Wick 4 movie. It is fully TTI or Tehran Tactical Innovations licensed with all the trademarks. It is a gas blowback gun that shoots in single action only. And you're going to find an aluminum and polymer construction. A lot of CNC stuff. So there's a CNC aluminum machine slide and barrel in this product. Now this one does come with the CO2 magazine, but again, there are green gas magazines available. And as expected, it shoots 6mm plastic airsoft BBs. The magazine is said to hold 30 rounds. Now the previous version I tested, the Combat Master, claimed 28 rounds, and this magazine actually seems a little shorter, so we'll see how many rounds I get into it when I do my field test shooting video. Now this gun weighs a little over 2 pounds. Perhaps I'll put it on the screen because I don't have the exact weight. Couldn't find it easily, but I'll see if I can track it down and put it on that screen for you guys. I'm going to expect it to be about 2.2 pounds roughly with the magazine in it. This gun is approximately 8.5 inches or 216 millimeters in length. That would be measured from this part of the barrel, not the orange part, right down to the thumb guard here, right? Thumb protector. You're going to find a fiber optic front sight with a fully adjustable rear sight. You can also adjust the hop up if you field strip it. There's a hop up adjustment internally for you to adjust if you want to change that. This gun has a claimed 370 to 390 FPS using 0.20 gram airsoft BBs. And that grip safety is a working grip safety, just like you'd find on a 1911. You also have ambidextrous thumb safeties, somewhat textured grips, and the slide is kind of a two-tone serrated, so there's two different textures on it. It's not two-tone in color, but the textures are two-tone. You're also going to find a skeletonized trigger and hammer with an extended mag release and flared mag well. There's also a rail for accessories. And again, this gun is distributed by EMG International in Taiwan. It does come in a fairly nice box, basically just a plastic liner inside. Tells you wear eye protection 18+, do not brandish, improper conduct or misuse can cause serious injury or death. Let's not do that. Read instructions before use. I couldn't find the instructions that easily, I do have to tell you that, even when I scanned the barcode inside the code that you take a picture of and scan. Still just took me to the website. Really, there weren't instructions. Transport this product in a proper carrying device. 6mm gas blowback. Okay. Inside the box, you're going to find an Allen key for tightening the CO2. And this one is actually for allowing you to take the butt plate off, because there's a sort of pin that you need to unscrew from the side in order to take the butt plate off, essentially, so you can put CO2 in. It's kind of awkward, to be honest. I'll sort of show you it a little bit here when I show you the magazine. In the box, you do get this code here, scan for instructions. Just took me to the website. Didn't really take me anywhere where I could see instructions. So if there are instructions on the website, I couldn't find them that easily either. So it'd be nice if there was an instruction landing page, because getting that butt plate off was not easy. I actually needed to find a video that gave me the instructions so I could undo that pin using that hex screw. And so it's kind of weird the way, I've never seen a gun do that before, but that's the way this product allows you to put a new CO2 in. Now I did want to compare it to the Combat Master, very similar gun. This Combat Master is from the John Wick 3 movie. This one does have the brass barrel. I have seen the Pit Viper with brass barrels. Just depends, I think, on where you're getting it from, who you're buying it from. And you can see here that the Combat Master also doesn't have the orange tip. I think I took it out of this one, but I do like the barrel, the copper barrel. This orange tip should come out pretty easy because it just goes into some threading here. That threading can also be used for compensator as well. But very similar guns, right? They got the two-tone slides going on. Like you sort of have that sort of stainless, and then you've got the, I don't know what you want to call it, matte and stainless finish or polished finish. Okay, very similar products, both based off of the 1911 design, right? With the grip safeties, just the whole design, the takedown lever here, all of that's very 1911-esque. They both have similar sights set up here, but I do find that the Pit Viper is definitely more flush, so it's got a nice flush rear sight. This one's not too bad, but the Viper definitely has this flush, more flush. They both have the orange, oh sorry, that just missed my foot. They both have these green fiber optic sights on the front, and then on the Pit Viper you have a little bit of an open area there, right, for compensating. Both of them have some openings on the slides, right? This one has one on the top and again in the front. My magazine is out. This is the one that just about got my foot. It's pretty heavy, so I'm glad that didn't happen. But you can see here from the Combat Master, the slide actually works in it. And I'm just going to show you a little bit because I do have some gas in here. So imagine if I had some airsoft BBs in it, which I don't, that would have worked just fine. And remember what I was mentioning about how one is claimed to hold 30 rounds, this shorter one actually in the Pit Viper, but the Combat Master magazine has a claimed 28 rounds. So we'll see what happens when I throw some airsoft BBs. This one is a gas mag and this one is a CO2 mag. So to get this off, you have to pull this back and then pop this up all the way like that, and then you can slide it out. So this is kind of in there with friction. It'll fall out now once you get it to the top, but once it's in all the way, it doesn't fall out easily. So that's where your CO2 is. You can put CO2 in there, tighten it up with an Allen key, and then put this back on, and then push that all the way in. I would just push it on the table to get it all the way in. And then the Allen key hex screw that tightens this up, locks it in place if you need it to lock in place, is right here. So it's kind of unusual how that all works. It's in there now. Once you push it in, it's kind of compression fit, but I guess there is the possibility of it coming out. And if that were to happen, then that wouldn't be good. So you might want to tighten it up. But then again, you're going to have to untighten it to get that out if you want to reload CO2. So kind of weird. All right, at this point, I'm going to do a quick field strip. Then we'll take a quick look around this gun. I want to field strip it for you guys just so you can kind of see how to get at the hop up mainly. So just like a 1911, you have to kind of see how you got the two notches. You got the square notch and the circle notch. Line that up. Then you can push this out. I pushed it out from this side. Right, and now your whole gun slide removes. You can see in here we've got the slide spring, everything going on there, and that right there is your hop up. Right, so easy to see, easy to adjust. Right, nice gun. Everything's really well made. This is a polymer frame, I believe, but maybe it's not. It might be metal. I think that's metal. I thought it was a polymer frame, but it's metal with some polymer in the back here, right? So the back is kind of polymer. The magwell and the pistol grip is all polymer or plastic, and then all this other bits on the top here are metal. So you have a lot of metal. It looks like the trigger guard is polymer as well. So all the way up here, and then it's different pieces. So this piece is a different type of material than this piece here, right? So kind of goes together. All right, so there's definitely a fair bit of weight in the frame. So I wasn't thinking it was polymer. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but once I had it by itself, I could tell it had a bit more weight than its a standard polymer frame. So that gives it a little bit more weight. And then you put the magazine in. It's got some good weight. I'm going to say about 2.2 pounds, but again, I'll get that for you guys. Put it on the screen because I'm not 100% sure about it. All right. Let's take a look at this gun real quickly here. Let's get in nice and tight because it is a beautiful product. So there's your rear sight that is fully adjustable for windage and elevation. You have the two screws there. It's nice and flush for a fully adjustable sight. You do have that Pit Viper, all the different branding, serial number, skeletonized trigger and hammer, working grip safety, okay, ambidextrous safety on both sides, fiber optic sight on the front. You've got all these cutouts on the slide, right? You've got this orange tip that can be removed. The rail on the bottom here with some more information, just talking about it. So that's sort of some more branding and licensing. Okay. Tram Tactical International. Takedown lever there. You have this nice magazine, right? Sticks out the magazine release. It's kind of nice. Then you have the mag well. Again, it's flared. Makes it a little easier to load, right? Really nice product. All right, let's go over some of the pros and the cons. Didn't really show you, but it has a really crisp, nice, light, single action only trigger. Feels really good. Super short, like I said, or did I say it? Not sure if I did, but it's short, it's crisp, it's light. Don't really need to ask for much more than that. The fit and finish is excellent. Very little slide wiggle. And it's an extremely close replica of the real steel Pit Viper 2011 pistol used in the John Wick 4 movie. The rear sight, again, is fully adjustable and sits very flush with the slide. Then you have that fiber optic front sight, which helps with quick target acquisition. You're also going to find some CNC machined aluminum in the slide, the barrel, and then there are parts in the frame that are polymer, but there's also parts that are metal at least. I'm not sure if it's aluminum or what type of metal it is. It might even be aluminum, but there's definitely metal in the frame. Again, there's that flared mag well for easy, quick magazine reloading. Nothing's going to get caught up on there. Then you have that full-size, high-capacity, what they claim to be a 30-round double-stack metal magazine that holds the CO2 in this case and the airsoft BBs. You're also going to find the ambidextrous thumb safeties. So if you're left or right-handed, it won't matter. And you're going to find a working grip safety, kind of what you'd normally expect on a 1911 pistol. And most mechanical parts work just like the real steel version and can be easily field stripped to access the hop-up, as I showed you. It does have nice, crisp, and fast blowback action, which is great for action shooting. This is an action gun, after all. It was in the John Wick 4 movie. And the licensing all over this gun is true to the real steel version as well. All right, just a few cons. It does come with that red tip, but it should be fairly easy to remove. And getting that magazine butt plate off is a bit of a chore, as I showed you. I didn't really mention it, but there's no dots on the rear sight, so all you have is that fiber optic up front, and then on the back it's all black, so it makes it a little tougher to see the back portion of the sight. All right, again, this product is available in our Canada Replica Airgun store. I'll put a link in the description for you to buy it there. I'm not sure if we'll have it in the US store, but hopefully we do in the near future. And again, there should be a field test shooting video coming up down the road a little bit. Once I get through some of the tabletop videos for a bunch of guns I have right now, then I'll start working on the field test shooting videos. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're interested in other products, air guns, BB guns, airsoft guns, pellet guns, blank guns, and other accessories, then check out replicaAirguns.ca for Canada and replicaAirguns.us for the US. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.